In this video, we're going to be looking at sounds, just adding some of the basic sounds to the game. And so we'll just get started. First, we'll go to Object Zool. So let's go find Object Zool. And we'll look at his create event, which is right here. And we're going to add a variable, a new variable, and it's going to be called the step count. So we can do that here. Well, let's just add it here since we're creating variables here. We'll just call it step count. And I'll just count the number of steps from the when the game first starts. So we'll start out at 0. You don't want to click relative here because the variable doesn't exist yet. If you click relative, it will throw an exception. So I need not to do that. And then it also means, though, in order to keep track of the steps, let's back to Object Zool. You need to go in the step event then, and we'll add one more here. Actually, here. And we'll say, oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Let me try that again. I want to add a variable. There we go. And we'll call it step count here, but it already exists, and we just want to add one to it every frame. I think we reset our room speed to 30, so 30 frames per second, so I think we can leave this number as 1. And then we're going to go to Object Zool Ice next. And in its create event, we're going to play the ice sound. So let's just say sound. See what choices we have. There's a play audio. We'll do that. What sound do we want to play? Well, I want to play the ice sound. The problem is we haven't made that sound yet, so let's do that. Sounds are here. So I'm right-clicking here and say create sound. And we'll call this one SND underscore ice. And I'm going to go find it. See, how do you load it? Good question. Sure. Question is, how do you load it? Hang on a sec. Alright, from here it's not very clear on what you have to click on to actually load it. It's this button here. Boy, that tells you. and go out and grab this file here. It's called soundice.wave. It comes with the resources from the book, and then you just open that. So this one, we can play it. So just some skidding sounds, and then that's in the create event, so it's going to be playing over and over again. And then we're going to add it in the destroy event, which we don't use very often, for object ice. So let's go back to object ice. Well, yeah. So here's where we play it. So ice. And hopefully it has some mechanism in there so it doesn't keep playing the same sound file, overlapping one after the other. You don't want it to loop because it's going to play the sound while he's in ice mode. So I don't think it'll just play over and over from beginning to end, maybe. So we add a destroy event. We don't use these very often. Here's destroy. So when object Zool light is destroyed, we want to make sure we shut that sound off. So we say, let's see, what are our choices? Stop audio. What sound are we trying to stop? The ice sound. I guess that's it. And we got to remember to, when you change instances, that perform events is set to true, or an instance change when you're changing to object Zool ice, because, or from object Zool ice to something else, because otherwise the sound will keep playing even after object Zool ice is destroyed. Now we go to the key press event for space. This is in, and we want to play the jump sound. Since we're in here, yeah, just do this now. You want to make sure this happens before the change instance. So here we're going to play this audio there. And this will be the jump sound, which we haven't created yet. So let's do that first. Here, right click, create sound. We'll go and find it. We'll call it jump. Here, jump, open, and see what that sounds like. Alright, there's our sound. And then back to ice then. You can now choose that sound. For jumping, we don't want a loop. Not sure what target means. We gotta learn that at some point. And then now let's go to object Zool land here. And you go to the create event. See what that looks like now. Yeah, different things are added. At the start of the actions list, okay, so we're going to have to do a test variable here to begin with. The variable we're testing is the state variable, and we want to make sure it's not, no, that's an assigned variable. We don't want that. We want this one, test variable. The variable is state, and we want to see if it's not equal to, our value is z state slip. Okay, so we're only want to play this when we didn't just happen to slide onto the land. We just want to do it if we're on the land. So we're going to play the land sound. So let's do that. First we have to create it. So we'll say create. This will be the land sound. So snd underscore land. We'll go find that. Here's the land sound. Let's see what that sounds like. Yeah, it sounds like a footstep. Okay, and then back to land then. We want to play the land sound. This is in the create event of land, so this will be kind of a plop sound if it lands on land, just to let you know. Kind of an audio cue that he just switched to land. So here then, we'll do a play sound. recently is. There we go. Play sound. And we'll play the land sound. We won't loop. Now if we go to the space event, this is objects of the land, this is our jumping one. We want to make the jumping sound. Let's look at that. Making the jumping sound, right click, create sound. Call this jump. Looks like we already have that. Sorry, I'm going to close this. Alright, so going back to land then, all we have to do is play the sound. It doesn't matter where. You need to do it before the instance change. So, let's see. So we could do it like up here. Let me drag this out. So play sound, that's this one. We'll do it right there. And we'll play the jump sound. Not looping. Now we go to the end step event. So that's here. And we want to see if we're in the walking state, and we want to do this right at the beginning. So we'll do a test variable. Is that this one? Yeah, if variable. We'll put it here on the top. What variable are we testing? The state variable, I think. State, yeah. And we want to see if it's equal to z-state walk. So if that's equal to walk, then we want to start a block. So that'll be here, and then we want to do another test variable. So two of them. So I'll maybe just copy this one and paste it here. I'm going to put it down here and drag it up. Put it there. So we ask if the state is z-state walk, and if it is, then the next question we ask is what? Is we want to do an equation. So we'll do looks like step count. Step count. And then we're going to say mod 8. See if it likes that. Looks like it's okay. And if that's equal to 8, that means we're on the 8th step. We only want to make the footstep every 8 frames. And then, if that's the case, then we want to play that sound. So let's play the sound. That will go there. What sound do we play? Well, the step sound. Well, we haven't made that yet, so let's make that now. So right click here, create sound. Check. And we'll call it SND underscore footstep. We'll find that sound. There it is. Take a listen. Pretty quiet. Okay, so we have the footstep sound. We can go back to land then. We're here. This is the end step event. We're adding all this to the start. And what do we play? We play our footsteps sound. Non-looping. And then what's next? I think that's all for Object Zool Land. Alright, so next up is Object Zool Wall. We're going to create the grab sound. We don't have that yet, so let's create it first here. We'll call it SND grab. So he makes a noise when he grabs something. And we'll find that file. Grab. Kind of like a little squeak. And then this will be the create event of Object Zool Wall where we actually use this. So we go into the create event and we'll play that sound. Here's our recent one. We'll do that. Doesn't matter where, probably not, but we'll do that here. And we'll play the grab sound. And then now if Zool jumps up off of a wall, we want to have a special sound for that. So let's do that. We'll call this one Hiya. If you've ever seen a Power Rangers movie, this is what they say all the time. We used to count these in my youth. How many times do they say Hiya? Alright, so let's find that file. Hiya. Okay, so annoying. And we're going to add this to the keyboard up event. This is off Object Zool Wall, so we'll go there. Here's the space bar. And again, we want to make sure the sound gets played before we change instances. So maybe here we'll play that sound. Okay. Let's see. Let's see what that does. Running the game. I'm not sure if we're going to get system sounds on the recording. We'll have to see. Okay, so I'm hearing sounds. You're probably hearing some sounds through my mic, or maybe you're hearing system sounds. But yeah, it feels more like a game because it's got some sound now. Gotta fix that problem. Yeah. So the one where he jumps up off the wall, it's like that. Cool. So now we have sound. All right. So we're almost done with this second phase of the project. We still have one more thing to do, and that's handling skidding. And so we're going to do that next in the next video. So I'm going to save this and then publish it.